Before getting started, remove power from all equipment involved in the installation process. For this install, you will need a drill with at least a 3/8" drill bit, a jigsaw, a Phillips screwdriver, and a 3/32" Allen wrench. The first step will require the Phillips screwdriver to attach the HDMI, VGA, and audio to HDMI converter switch to the WireMold AV table box's C2G integration bracket. Use the mounting screws included with the converter switch. During this step, make sure to select the auto setting on the converter switch before installation. The next step will be to attach the wireless AV system transmitter to the HDMI, VGA, and audio to HDMI converter switch that is now attached to the integration bracket. Use the hook and loop pads included in the wireless AV system to attach the transmitter. Now that the converter switch and the transmitter are attached to the integration bracket, it is time to attach the integration bracket to the WireMold Integrate AV table box by sliding the mounting hooks of the bracket into the side of the table box with the 4 cutouts. Finish mounting by inserting the included rivets. Next, you will need to feed the 6-foot ultra-flexible high-speed HDMI cable, the 6-foot VGA monitor cable, and the 6-foot 3.5mm stereo audio cable through the opening of the device plate. It's the opening with 5 screw holes on each side. Place cable kit plates around each cable and then attach them to the device plate. Use the 3/32" Allen wrench to screw 2 number 440 screws into each plate. Attach the remaining empty cable kit plates to the device plate. These can be used later should you decide to add more cables or connections. Place grommets around the cables and snap them into the holes in the cable kit plate. Snap the remaining grommets into the empty holes. For a smoother feed of the cables, place them through the grommet openings closest to the front edge or handle side of the table box. Now let's install the device plate into the table box using the Phillips screwdriver and 4 number 832 screws. Select the device plate depth level you prefer. For this, you can refer to illustrations with tables 2A and 2B in the WireMold AV table box's installation instructions. The device plate should be installed at deeper settings to accommodate cable bend radius and allow the cover to close properly while the box is in use. This is what the device plate should look like after it has been installed into the table box. During this step, connect the HDMI cable to the HDMI output on the converter switch and then to the input of the wireless transmitter. Use the HDMI cable that was included with the wireless AV system. Next, use the cables that have been previously fed through the grommet holes of the device plate. The 6-foot ultra-flexible high-speed HDMI cable, the 6-foot VGA monitor cable, the 6-foot 3.5mm stereo audio cable, and connect them to the converter switch. Now feed the device box power cord through the right side opening in the device plate, the opening with 4 screw holes. Then attach the power supply to the device plate using the Phillips screwdriver and 4 number 440 screws. Plug the 2-port USB wall charger into the AC outlet facing the bottom side of the table box. Next, connect power to the wireless transmitter by using the included USB-A to micro-B cable. Connect the USB-A to the 2-port USB wall charger and connect the micro-B to the wireless transmitter. Now connect power to the converter switch by using the included barrel power to USB-A cable. Connect the USB-A to the 2-port USB wall charger and connect the barrel power connector to the converter switch. Remember to route the power wire as to not interfere with cabling, especially the HDMI, VGA, and 3.5mm cables that have been fed through the grommets. Now that the table box is together, it is time to apply the included template. Determine where your template will be placed on the surface you will be cutting. Remove the backing from the adhesive, then place the template on the surface and smooth it out. Use the drill and follow the guides on the template. Insert the blade of the jigsaw into the holes that were drilled, then cut following the guidelines on the template. You should now have your opening for your table box to drop into. Feed the power cable and all excess cables into the opening of the table. Slowly insert the table box. With the box in the table, go under the table and place the mounting brackets into the slots on the sides of the AV table box. Secure by tightening the thumb screws against the bottom of the table. Next, snap the faceplate onto the device plate to finish installation. The cover must be lifted slightly to insert the faceplate into the box. The finished install should look like this. Now let's move on to the display. Attach the wireless AV system receiver to the display using the included adhesive pad. The receiver may be attached to the wall or the display. For this install, we will be attaching it to the display. Attach the HDMI cable to the wireless receiver and then to the display's HDMI input port. It is a good idea to make note of the HDMI input that you use. You will need to know this when you turn the display on. Connect power to the wireless receiver by connecting the USB micro B end of the USB power cable that is provided. Connect the other side of the USB A to either a USB AC adapter for power from a wall outlet, or you can also use an available USB port on the display. For best results, it is recommended to use the AC adapter for power. Plug the table box and display into power and allow a couple of minutes for the wireless AV transmitter and receiver to pair. After pairing, the system will then be ready for use. Thank you for taking the time to watch our install video for the wireless conference table box for HDMI VGA plus audio. For any other conference room or huddle space solutions, please visit c2g.com.